Hello, hello everyone! Today we're just going to be doing some sketching, I think. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to do painting or just kind of lock in and get some ideas down, but I'm thinking ideas is probably a good subject for today. I don't know, there's a blizzard that's gonna hit my area pretty soon, pretty hard, and I don't know, I'm kind of nervous for that, not because like blizzards are bad, but because I don't want to lose power and be without heat during the winter and all that. So I'm like not super focused, so I'm like, let me just sketch some little guys, you know, some little fairies, and play it by ear. If I get excited about one and I feel like locking in, I'll lock in and do some line art and start painting and everything. But you know, there's nothing wrong with taking the more chill route. I'm definitely like a little low energy this week. My back has been out like intermittently. I have an MRI for that on Tuesday. So long as the weather doesn't make it so that I can't get there, then I'd have to reschedule. But I have an MRI on Tuesday for it. I'm very focused on that because this week, like, my back's been so, I don't know, not great. It's so funky. People ask me like what part of my back hurts, and like all of it, kind of. Like, it depends on the day, you know. Most of the time it's my neck and shoulders, and other days like I get hit with lower back pain and like middle back. Like yesterday it was middle back, and it was so bad early on in the day. Hi Scarlett. Oh, thank you. I'm doing good today. I'm a little low energy, but I'm doing all right. Like I'm holding my own. Yeah, I'm very focused on that right now. Like I'm a little stuck almost, like, because I'm worried I'm gonna get told like I have like fibromyalgia or like arthritis or something. I don't know. I mean, fibromyalgia won't show up on an MRI, but arthritis would. And certainly like connective tissue disorders and things like that would. So that's what I've been focusing on this week a little bit, and definitely the fact that I'm feeling a little bit better today helps. Like, puts me in a better spot, I think. But I'm still like, I'm very distracted. And I feel it like when I'm drawing, like I feel I'm distracted. I'm sorry if there's a lot of background noise. Again, I'm in a garage. I'm gonna turn the music off because I get sick of those Spotify ads. It's so bad. But yeah, I'm gonna draw like a little mermaid here, and I don't really know what theme I'm gonna go with for her. I'm gonna look at Pinterest very quickly and just see. Let's see, what am I gonna do here? What do we have for ideas for her shirt? I want like a good shirt for her, because with mermaids, for whatever reason, like the tail can be whatever. And what am I getting an alert for? Hello? I thought I heard something. Let me see. Whenever I'm designing mermaids, I feel like I can neglect the tail a little bit and focus on the shirt. That's good. I'm hoping all the snow coming in doesn't interfere too much with appointments. I know I'm not going to my one appointment tomorrow because of all the snow. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I had or I guess I still have currently like work scheduled for tomorrow, but if I can't get up my driveway, I'm just not, I'm not gonna go, you know, like, it's so, I mean, snow's nice. I like the snow, but it's, we're kind of at a point here, you know, where it's like frustrating to like not be able to get to your appointments and not be able to get to work and things like that. That's awful. Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah, I'm hoping Tuesday it's clear, but even looking at like the weather apps and stuff, it looks like it's supposed to continue into Tuesday morning. So even Tuesday is not safe. Like we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Let me see. I'm gonna get some water. A little bit of water. Also, last week on stream, when I kept talking about losing art supplies, I found my 2 disgusting kneaded erasers. They're covered in glitter and like pencil shavings and stuff. Like, they're just a wreck. But they exist. Like, they're still, like, I found them. I think I might be able to use them. I don't know. The glitter is what's giving me doubt because I don't want to scratch up my papers. But you know, maybe they're usable. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna give her a little soft smile. I'm hoping Tuesday will be better because I have my first cardiology appointment Tuesday morning. Oh my gosh, good luck. Cardiology, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hope Tuesday's a little better. Fortunately, like, cardiology, usually you can get an appointment with them a little quicker than some other specialists. So if you do have to reschedule, like, they'll have openings for you. Just because they're a little quicker. Yes, I think you can have revive kneaded erasers with a little bit of warm water or something. I'm going to try that because they're definitely like, I'm pretty sure they're abandoned from my art college bag because I had like a bag with like a little guinea pig unicorn on it, and it had all my art supplies that I'd take to class with me, like at least late, like during the day, like not necessarily during classes, the ones I'd use, like the ones I'd use between classes and definitely my later ones. And I just kind of abandoned that bag and like took the art supplies that I was going to use most often for my post-college like mobile art supply selection, like you know, when I'm working around my house on art, or like bringing it with me to like sketch at work, like during breaks and stuff. Like it's definitely a little I'm gonna have to revive it. I'm gonna try that because I want to. I ordered new ones because I was getting frustrated. I couldn't find erasers, and then of course the second I order stuff, I found an eraser that's like good, and then I found the kneaded eraser. So I don't know. I'm just like that, I guess. And that ruler that I bought like the other day, I was like, I'm not losing this. So I had to like post a clip on my story because I was like, I need people to know where I have it because I don't know where I have it otherwise. I'm going to post it as a reel too, just because I think it's funny. Like, I don't know. I think it's silly. Let me see. What am I going to give this girl? I want to look at my mermaid Pinterest board. I have a couple. But I have one that's like specifically mermaids. Mermaids. Yippee. There's my mermaid board. Okay, let me see. I wish I could show on screen my Pinterest board. That would be so much fun. Like, Also, can you guys hear me okay? I don't want to mess with the mic if it, like, is okay. Let me know. Let me know. Because it's kind of, I didn't take as much time when I was setting up today. I like kept getting distracted. So I pretty much just came out here and rushed and set things up very, very quickly. And it's made for kind of a mess. Okay, I think I want like a neon blue kind of like turquoise kind of vibe for this girly. I think I want her to have like a tunic top type deal, but like it's strappy. I don't know. Something like this. And then I don't know, we'll just see if it fits her. We'll give her like this kind of vibe and make it like, I don't know, long like that. Ooh, like an aquamarine kind of vibe. That's what I'm thinking. Like early 2000s kind of. Actually, I don't know if aquamarine is early 2000s. I don't think I've seen it, but I've seen like the aesthetic of it. I'd probably really like it though. There's a lot of like media I kind of missed out on because I was just fixated on like Ever After High and stuff for like years. I'm gonna move this into view a little better. There you go. Hi, Amelia. How are you? Or is it Amelia? I've never said it out loud before. This is an interesting. I was like Amelia. I said it with such confidence. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm thinking early 2000s, and I want her to have some like jewelry either at the upper arm or at the lower arm, but not both. I feel like both is too much. And then for her hair, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give her like kind of a dramatic swoosh right there. That's good. I think that's good. That's good. We love some dramatic curls here. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Oh, it's better to call me Emily, which is what I get a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm good. I'm very fixated on like an appointment I have coming up this week. And so I'm probably going to talk about that a lot today because I'm like almost distracted by it. Like I am distracted by it actually at this point, but yeah, I'm very fixated on it. So I'm probably going to talk about it a lot. But yeah, I'm glad you're good. I'm so sorry if I've like butchered it. Like I haven't said it out loud before, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe I did. I probably did last time. I can't remember. I'm going to open a soda, so there we go. I couldn't possibly stream without my cherry Pepsi. I couldn't possibly. They should sponsor me. Excuse me. Oh my word. Excuse me, sneezing on stream. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we're giving this girly like a early 2000s kind of aquamarine kind of vibe. She's gonna have like, you know, this long shirt. I might make it like a little looser. I've like made it, I want it to be like more like a baby doll top type thing. Like a baby doll top, tunic-y kind of early 2000s thingamabob. And then I think I want like a centerpiece here. Maybe like a flower. That'd be cute. An ocean flower. It's pretty. And some pearls. I think that's nice. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? I think I like it. And then, let me see. What can I add to her? Her tail's very simple. I don't know that I like simple for my mermaids. Like, they're never... But she's not done yet. So we'll... You know, we'll give her some grace. We'll give her some grace. And we're gonna... I'm thinking since it's early 2000s, I think she needs some chunky bangles. Like, she needs some, like... She needs some bling, you know? Like, they had some, like... I don't know if I'm getting that mixed up with, like, 2010s. Because 2010s definitely had chunky necklaces. But not chunky, like, bracelet. Well, it did have chunky bracelets. What am I saying? I grew up in the 2010s. I should know. Early 2000s fashion. Okay, I feel like I associate early 2000s with chunky bangle bracelets and like low-rise jeans and things like that, but let's see what Pinterest has to say about it. Pinterest is all over the place. What in the world? Okay, some of this makes sense. Like the layers, like there's some belts going. There's like a little moment with like this like knitted cap type thing. Like I remember there was something similar in like the American Girl doll catalog with like a knitted cap that had like kind of a front to it that I don't know how to say what I'm saying. And like jeans under dresses. Jeans under dresses I remember. Let me see what's going on. It's looking cute. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I'll be right back. I have to bring groceries in. LOL. Yes. Chunky bangle jewelry. Oh good. Oh goodness. Thank you. And also good luck with groceries. Well, good luck. I don't know. It's not have fun. See you soon. There we go. Sorry, I'm having brain fog today. I like almost wasn't gonna stream because I'm so all over the place today. And then I was like, streaming is fun. I like streaming. I almost always feel better streaming, which is so funny because when I was younger, streaming used to give me so much anxiety. Like, I tried to stream on Twitch like 2 or 3 times a week, I think. And I think that was too much, first of all. I also think I was just an insecure teenager. And then I also did not have the proper equipment, so whenever I was like having fun with a stream and then something went wrong like with my tech, like I felt really bad. I felt like I'd like let people down and let myself down and everything. So I don't know, it's so funny to think now, like now that I know how to set this stuff up, like I'm having so much fun with it to the point that this morning, like, you know, I have better energy than I did the last 2 days. Like my back has been not so great for like a couple days, but then this morning I woke up and I felt pretty good. But like the place that my head is at is just like a very distracted one because like I have an MRI Tuesday. I've mentioned it like a million times on Instagram, probably to the point that people are sick of hearing about it, but I'm like, I'm nervous because I know I'm gonna get an answer for like what the pain is. And I don't mean like a guaranteed new diagnosis. I just mean like they're gonna rule out stuff. Like when you get an MRI or an X-ray done, no answer is also an answer. Like that's a sickening part. So I'm nervous, you know. I remember a lot of beaded friendship bracelets in the early 2000s. Yes, I'm gonna give her some of those for sure. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, yeah. I wish I could give her like low-rise jeans on a mermaid, but that doesn't really work. She's already got the long top thing going on, like. But I'm gonna give her some friendship bracelets too, because that's what I remember too. 'Cause I was like a baby to like a toddler in like the early 2000s. Like pretty much the earliest thing I remember is like 2005, 2006. Like I was a baby. Let me see. She's gonna have a little heart charm there. That's cute. I like that a lot. Let's see. Sending hugs to for your MRI scan. Thank you. I'm hopeful. I'm just also very, I don't know, like nervous. I shouldn't be nervous. I've done 2 MRIs before. They were both for my brain, for my head. And the first time they thought maybe they'd found something, so they wanted to do like a more specific scan. And then when they did the more specific one, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're good." So for this one, I'm a little nervous. It's gonna be like a little longer too because it's my full spine rather than just my skull, just my brain. But you know, again, like no answer is a good answer too. It's just not the one you hope for. Like you want oh, there it is. There's the problem. There's let me see. She's got some friendship bangles going. She's got some little charms. I don't know if you can even see those. They're so tiny. But some little charms on her bracelet. And I like that. I'm going to give her some earrings, maybe? Hi and bye. Thank you for popping in to say hello. That's so funny. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give her some little fins, I think here. Some little guys. Just like as an extra, you know, like an extra little thing. Actually, I don't like that. Never mind. I feel like it throws off the flow of the piece. I'm sure there's a way I could add them and still keep the swoosh she's got going, but I don't know. Maybe not yet. Not yet. Let me see. What can I add? Ooh, layered necklaces. How could I forget? Anytime from like the early 2000s up until like the mid 2010s, like, well, maybe not quite mid 2010s, like early 2010s. Like all the Barbie dolls came with like layered necklaces and things like that. I loved that. Some of my favorite like pieces to play with were like the necklaces that my Barbies would come with during this era. Which brings me to a rambling topic that I need to get off my chest, and that is that Barbies have gone downhill. They've nerfed her. They've taken away her sleigh. Like, she was so iconic before, and she would wear like bold makeup, and like she still looked like a nice doll. Like some dolls that I remember being out on the market during like the 2010s, I felt like looked mean. To me, the Bratz dolls never clicked with me because they looked mean. And to me, Barbie, like, she looked like a fashionista. That was her thing. She had multiple fashionista lines, right? But then also, she always still looked nice. She still looked like a nice person. And to me, the Bratz dolls looked mean. I don't know. That was just me. And then there was another doll line. I remember I had one doll from this line. I couldn't tell you if it was my scene or not. I can't remember. But she was something between a Barbie doll and a Bratz doll. And she had a chest tattoo, which I'm not saying tattoos in general are inappropriate for dolls, but a chest tattoo is definitely questionable, right? And then she also like had kind of like a mean look on her face. I don't know. To me, she looked a little too sassy. I don't know. But that was I remember being like 7 years old, and I was like, why does why does this new doll I got like look like that? And it was like from my uncle. Um, so it was like a funky gift. It felt like she stood out a little bit too much compared to my other cutesy dolls. But that's my rant. I still played with her. But I was like, I don't know, she looks a little different. Like I was like, this is funky for a toy. Um I can imagine her wearing a fish in her handbag or something. Ooh. Yes, okay. Wait, she does need a handbag. I'm gonna have to give her like some accessories. I might give her a flip phone. Like, I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do with her, like how I'm gonna collage her. But I think putting her in kind of like a cozy, kind of get ready with me kind of scene would be cute. Like if she had like jewelry around her and like maybe her phone. I'm gonna give her a flip phone. I want to make it like a little like bigger than like a flip phone would usually be, because I feel like details get lost like if you're not careful. I don't know. At least for me, like I feel like I'm gonna lose details if I don't make a point of like making them a little bigger than they should be. You know, but yeah. Let me see. What else can I rant about? Barbie isn't the icon she was in the 2010s. I mean, the original fashionistas were so gorgeous. Yes! See, I feel like people forget the original fashionistas exist. And it makes me so sad. Unless I'm thinking about a different doll line. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm talking about the same fashionistas. The ones I'm thinking of are like articulated. Like, yes, okay, I just looked it up. I had the one with the like the bow on the side of her dress. She was my favorite. Like my number one doll right there was the one with like the pink dress with like the bow on the side of it. She's my favorite. I still have her. I still have all my Barbie dolls, just to make it clear. I still have all of them because I was obsessed. But yeah, I liked the newer fashionistas too for what they were. I had the glam fashionista and the arts fashionista. Oh, let me see. I remember they had names. Let me find the name so I can tell you which one I had too. Because I don't remember what she was called. But I remember, like, my dad brought her home for me, and I was, like, instantly obsessed. Like, just instantly. Because she was my first one that had, like, articulation. I can't remember which one's arts. And I can't even find the chart. This is upsetting to me. Oh, there. I found it. Okay. Let me see. Oh, artsy. And then glam's gorgeous. I wanted glam so bad. But I had girly. And I remember I lost her original butterfly necklace. And then years later, I got a Barbie doll that came with a silver butterfly necklace instead. And so I put that on her. I was like, yes, I've redeemed myself. Artsy's so cute too. Oh my god. I love her belt. She's a cutie. Oh my gosh. What an icon. Do you mean the cutie one? No, I had the girly. I think it's called girly. Yeah, cutie's the one with the blue boots, but I had girly. She had a bow on the side of her dress. I wish I could drop like a picture in like the YouTube chat. Let me see. Oh, girly was so cute. she was indeed. She's an icon. She's still an icon to this day. I love like the Barbie dolls from that era. I also I had I think they make Barbie dolls like this now still. But I had like a dog walking set, like a Barbie doll that would walk her dog, and it came like a little kibble set and like a little bowl for it. And I thought it was so funny, okay, because I got this doll when I was like 6, but you could feed the dog and then the dog could poop. I thought it was so funny. You'd like press down the tail and the mouth would open, and then you could put the food in, and then I think you could press it down again and the dog would poop. And I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And my mom thought it was so weird, but it's so funny. She's the one that got it for me, and I don't think she realized it pooped. I don't know. But it was so funny. Oh my gosh. Do you ever play the Barbie website? Yes, I was, as a matter of fact, obsessed with the Barbie website. I did play a lot. And I played Barbie Princess Charm School the most, like the games for that. I had like the certificate and everything that you get. I was like, yeah, I attended Barbie Princess Charm School. The pooper scooper Barbie. I don't remember if it came with a pooper scooper. I just remember you could make the dog poop, and I thought it was so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I loved her. And she also came with articulated arms. Like, it was not like the full, like, fashionista posability, but like you could bend her elbows. And that was like pretty great. She also had a very cute face. Like, her face mold was very, very cute. I remember that. And her makeup was like kind of purpley. And I really liked that. I wish they still took risks like that with Barbie. Like, she should be like just a little too glam for every day, you know? But they don't do that anymore, and it makes me sad. Every once in a while, I'll be scrolling on like X or Twitter or whatever, and I'll come across some Barbie doll discourse. I guess recently they supposedly, okay, I don't know, because it's I'm like, I don't buy Barbie dolls anymore, like, so I don't keep up. I love Barbie. I still have my Barbie collection, and I display many of them. But I'm not like an active shopper with that, because otherwise I will buy more than I can afford. And there was a doll. I guess they supposedly released a designer doll, and people had been buying it, but they hadn't delivered it yet. So they like refunded people so that they could redesign the doll after backlash. I don't know if that's true, but it's what I saw on there. So it's all alleged, but I was like, that's interesting. The world of art dolls is so funky sometimes. But yeah, I miss Barbie. I miss the real Barbie, not the new face mold. They have they're calling it like the Millie face mold. I don't like that. Who is that? Like, I liked it when it first dropped, because I was like 12 or 13 when it first dropped, and I was not like a Barbie critic. I was like, you know, I was buying Barbies just because I liked Barbies. And then like by the time I was like 14 or 15, I was sick of this Millie face mold. I was sick of the poor screen printing. I was sick of her dead eyes. I was like, bring back the real Barbie. Bring her back. Give her back her soul. Give her back her quality paint jobs. Just none of this screen printing nonsense. You know, just, I was very upset. Especially because at the time I was like doll customizing too. So like I was into dolls like for all the reasons. Like I enjoyed collecting, and then I also enjoyed customizing because it's such a fun like process. And for them to just like ruin like the most iconic doll out there, I was upset. Let me see. I like to admire Barbie from afar still, but the Nutcracker Anniversary doll was a disappointment, to be fair. Yes. I heard they're remaking the movie for that. And I'm like, why? Why? They've left behind the Barbie fairy tale era. Why are you remaking one of the classics instead of like making a new Barbie fairy tale? Like there's other fairy tales that they never got around to that they could do easily, and that could be a way to reintroduce fairy tales to Barbie movies, if that makes sense. And yeah, the Nutcracker doll, I saw that. Even the like the playline versions too, and the collector version, like all were just. I was like, get this out of my face. I was like, get this out of my face right now. Like, I was upset. I was offended. Even I was like, I was like, what is this? But yeah, I still keep an eye on the doll world because I'm like I never outgrew dolls like ever. So like I bought like rainbow high dolls and stuff as soon as there were ones like within a price range that I thought was acceptable as a college student. So I have like, let me see, how many do I actually have? Okay, there's one on the shelf to my right, another on the shelf above that. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 rainbow high dolls. Do I have 5? Yeah, 5. No, I have 6. I missed one. Oh my goodness. I have 6 rainbow high dolls. I do love those. Those are beautiful. Those are stunning. But yeah, I love rainbow high too. I bought like one of the shadow high ones. I can't remember her name, but she's like the one that's like all white and like she has like a fur coat. I love her. Mattel could make a bank by making merch of their original princess films, but they don't for some reason. This is true. I feel like there's a trend with companies where they get like ashamed of like their old IPs, so they like remake it or like tear down the lore as much as they can. Like I feel like Star Wars movies moved away from feeling like Star Wars and started to feel like generic sci-fi films. I feel like Disney princess movies, like the remakes, do not feel like Disney princess to me. I don't know. Like they feel different. And they feel rushed, of course. And then Barbie, I'm like, they started doing like this Barbie life thing, like the vlogs that she has, which are cute, you know, they're cute. And then like the Barbie and sisters kind of content, like I don't know what it's called because I stopped keeping up, and things like that. And the movies often reflected that. And I miss, first of all, I miss Barbie Life in the Dream House. I loved Barbie Life in the Dream House. I don't want them to bring it back. I just want them to put it in one place online where I can stream all the episodes and they're complete, because I swear anytime I go looking for it, it's like not complete episodes or something, or like not in order. I don't know. So that's my complaint. And then also, yeah, they could make a lot of money if they just like re-release stuff, you know, like release the Barbie Rapunzel playsets. I would give anything for that. Okay, I would give anything for that because I loved like I think it was a Barbie Rapunzel vanity that like one of my friends had for her dolls, and I loved that. I wanted that set so bad, and I couldn't get it, of course, because even by the time we were playing with that stuff, it was like older. And then like Barbie Swan Lake, Barbie and Magic of the Pegasus, like come on, bring it back. I want that. I'm a full grown adult and I want that. I never outgrew dolls. Like I have Calico Critters on my desk. I just opened this earlier this week. She's kind of creepy on with the ring light, but she's cute. She's, you know, she's a Teletubby. Love Teletubbies. She's gonna sit right there. Whoop. I have 2 more coming, by the way, which is the shame of my life. I really want Tinky Winky as one, you know, one of these little guys, and so I ordered 2 more blind boxes, and they're on the way. I already know what's inside them because I ordered them off Pop Mart, and I can unbox them there. And it's not Tinky Winky, but thankfully it's not duplicates either. So I'm happy. I wanted Tinky Winky. But I'm gonna have 3 out of 4 of the Teletubbies, which is good. If Mattel had made an adult collector's Princess and the Pauper anniversary dolls, my purse would be empty fast. This is true. I think I have one of the Princess and the Pauper characters, the blonde one. I can't remember. I can't remember if her name was Annalise or if that's the Magic of the Pegasus one. I cannot remember for the life of me. Let me look. I want to find out because I know what she looks like. I bought her at a tag sale like 5 years ago, something like that. Yeah, it's the Princess and the Pauper blonde girly. I just can't remember what her name is. It's Annalise. Okay. For some reason, I thought that was the name of the Magic of Pegasus girly. I couldn't recall. But yeah, I have one of them. So if they released a collector's version of like the 2 of them, like I'd have to get the other. They have to be together. So I completely understand. Oh my gosh. Pop Now mentioned OMG. Yeah, once you showed me that, I was like, I've gotta try. I've gotta make an attempt. So I bought 2. They're on the way. I'm gonna try to wait a while before I get the 4th one because I can't buy another one of these little guys so fast. It's just so expensive. They're so pricey for what little guys they are, but I wanted Tinky Winky, like I wanted Tinky Winky. My top princess was Annika. Annika was so pretty. Oh my gosh. I loved Annika. She's Magic of Pegasus girly. See, that's who I'm thinking of. Here I was like, oh, is it Annalise? That's Magic of Pegasus. No, but it's Annika. That makes sense. Her and her Pegasus sister. Okay, let me see. I drew like a perfume bottle, I guess another perfume bottle, and then like a hairspray. I think I need to add some other items too that feel early 2000s. So I'm going to add like a lip gloss or something. I don't know. I had those roll-on lip glosses in the like earlier years, but that's like 2010, probably 2010, 2012. I don't know what the girlies were wearing in early 2000s as far as lipstick goes, like lip gloss, lipstick. I don't know. I don't know what they were wearing. Let me see what the divas were wearing. See, I see the roll-on lip glosses popping up. And then I see like those lip glosses that have like multiple colors like swirled in the tube, but I don't know if that's like the good stuff from the early 2000s or not. I will never know. Because I apparently aesthetic is valued over information online. So when you go searching for information, you just get the aesthetic early 2000s stuff, which, you know what, I'm not against. I wanted to know, and now I shall not know. Okay. It just looks like a tube, but the little roller part, I don't know. So at least you can see it. I don't know. Maybe we'll label it. There we go. Lip gloss. I might draw another one. Maybe one that looks a little different. I don't know. I'm gonna draw like a mascara too. like a mascara tube. So yeah, forgive me if some of this is inaccurate to how they tended to design things back then, because again, I did not live this era. I was too busy running around with my stuffed animals in the early 2000s, you know. And most of my fashion from that time is like the plaid shorts that every kid had, or like the the I don't know, let me think what else. Like textured kids shirts. I feel like kids shirts are not textured anymore. Like I had a ton of shirts with like a ton of glitter and like rhinestones and things like that, like glued on them. Like I had a shirt that had like a beaded strawberry right on the front of it. Like how cute is that? Let me think what else. I don't know. I feel like we've lost that. And I don't know if it's fast fashion or I don't know if it's trends or both, because I know we have like a very minimalist thing going on still. But like I feel like kids' clothes do not have texture anymore. Like no mixed fun little things. Like no little butterflies sewn on or anything. Like just nothing. When I think early 2000s, I also think like a pink Nintendo DS and like little butterflies and stuff. Sparkly butterflies, of course. This is true. I didn't have a DS, but one of my cousins did. And so I don't know. I associate that with the era too. The fashion of the early 2000s were Disney princess costumes and fluffy toy heels, as far as I'm concerned. Yes. Yes. Those heels, like the Disney princess ones, those were so much fun. I would fall so much, though. I'd fall flat on my face wearing those. Which is so funny, because, I don't know, there was a period of my life at one point where I could wear heels without a problem. Now I don't, because of my back and because of my balance and everything. But at one point I could wear heels and it was not an issue. But yeah, Disney princess costumes, specifically the ones where they'd have like a little pin like on the front of it with like the princess's face on it. That used to bother me, but also like I wasn't totally against it. Like it used to bother me when they'd have like the Disney princess's face on the costume. It's like, no, I wanted to be the princess. I don't want to wear the princess. Like, why would Belle have a picture of Belle on herself? Why would Cinderella have a picture of Cinderella on herself? But also, I liked the little illustration on there, like that they put on the little pin. I don't know if it's really a pin. It's more like a button, I guess. But let me see. Where are we now? Okay, so she's got a lot of little items going on here. I think I need to start thinking about how I'm going to compose the final piece, because this is where we're at. And I don't want to add too much more if I'm not going to use it, but I also don't want to like underdo it and then not have enough for her. So I'm going to get out my sketchbook and we're going to look at some composition ideas for it. I really want to try to include like little interactive things with my paintings. So like one I did earlier this week, and I guess part of last week too. Well, no, not part of last week. Beginning of this week was like, it had like a window that you could like look through to see like an elf and a mouse like making a cake or like holding a cake. And I kind of want to include like interactive elements. I have another sketch I'm working on that's like an elf sitting with like butterflies, and I'm gonna have butterflies that I paint and then fold so that when I glue them on, like the wings are 3D. I think that's so exciting. And then for this one, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. It can be something small, because I do have one that I did like a little over 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that, that has like a letter that you can take out of her little picnic basket. So if we could do something like that, like something tiny, like that's cute too. Like it's fine. So maybe we'll do like the phones like removable from like a bag or something. Okay, there's her tail. Okay, so there's her little head. There's her arm. Okay. I'll give her some hair there. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. We might not have quite this much space. We might have more like that if we're going to put it on like a 9x12 piece of paper. So we're probably going to give her, I don't know, like something to sit on maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Can you tell? Let's see, what do we have? We have a phone, we have nail polish bottles, we have hairspray, we have lip gloss, mascara. That's a lot to fit in one piece. So I'm probably gonna, I can put like a bag right here. We'll style it up to be like early 2000s kind of look, but I want it to look like maybe like a Coach. I feel like Coach was like popular then. I won't do like exactly Coach, just like similar look. So she's got a bag right there. We're gonna have like a big buckle on it or something, and we'll probably make that interactive. So we'll have like a cut right there, and we could put maybe one of the perfumes in it. We can have her phone on her lap. We can have our lip gloss like down there. Hairspray, maybe put that in the bag instead of, I don't know. We'll figure out exactly what we're doing, but we'll have some nail polishes right there. Like we've got some movement going here. We've got some things going on. And then as far as like her background, I'll probably do like an undersea grotto of some kind. I don't know. But we'll see. But yeah, I didn't really sketch very much in here, did I? But yeah, she's gonna have a little purse. And we'll make some notes just so I know. I'll say bag interactive. Scattered accessories. 2000s nostalgia. Okay. She looks like, she's getting there. The concept is strong with this one. I like that since her accessories are scattered and you can interact with the bag. I think that's nice. It's not as creative, like an interactive thing, as I'd like, because I feel like some of my ideas for like interactive ones have been like a little bit more unique, and now I'm doing like another one with an interactive bag. I don't know, but I like it. I'm excited about it. So let me see. I feel like it fits too. I feel like it's like it works that her bag's interactive since she's gonna have stuff kind of like scattered. Let me see. Early 2000s purse. I always skip a zero when I'm writing out 2000s, so it's like early 200s purse. Okay, that's not what we're looking for here. It's a little too early. Yeah, okay, so like we're going with a big buckle for sure. Big buckle. Okay, and then okay, that is a purse strap right there. Do we want another one? No, we can just do one. I don't know. We'll add some other details to it to make it feel finished. Maybe for the hairspray, you could make it look like it's spraying hairspray with glitter. I hope that makes sense. That could be cute. Oh, that would be really cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. I might have to add that. I'm gonna make a note of that. Because that's cute. I think hair glitter, or at least body glitter, stuff like that, I remember having like a little bit of a moment either in like 2008 or 2009. I feel like I had some body glitter like in like a makeup kit. I don't remember to be exact. Like I was little, but I'm gonna make a note. We shall see. But that's a good idea. That's really cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let me see. I'm gonna put my signature right there. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay. I like her a lot. I'm gonna ink her, I think. The way I started this stream, like, oh, well, I don't really want to do any inking or anything. I just want to sketch. And now I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm excited. Let me see. Doing my little perfume bottle. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. I like how she's looking already. I just feel like she's such a cutie. Like, I'm being really quiet while I ink these like cylindrical things because I'm terrible at inking cylindrical things. I don't know. I feel like I always make mistakes. And I don't want to do that. No mistakes. And then the little roll-on lip gloss. Okay. Let me see. Little nail polish bottles. Yeah. She's cute. She's cute. We're getting there. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely going to put glitter all over this piece too. Holy moly. I have this watercolor medium stuff. I don't have it on my desk because I was using it upstairs at one point. Like up at my kitchen table. And I made a mistake. As soon as I started talking. I made a mistake. But it's like a like a medium that you would use to mix with paint, but like it has like a ton of glitter in it. So you can either mix it with your watercolors to make them glittery, or you can apply it on top. And I like to apply it on top because I feel like that gives me like the most intense sparkle. And I can't wait. I'm gonna cover this girl in sparkles. It's so exciting. I'm absolutely thrilled by this idea. Like, she's gonna be glittery. I realized I haven't been using glitter in my art like for a little while, and I think that's because I wanted it to be easy to scan. And you know, there's some point to that. Like, you want your art to be like easy to scan and stuff, but there's different colors of glitter and different grades of glitter. Not all of it is going to show up as like just solid black on a scan. So I'm trying to get back into it. gonna do a little keyboard there. Okay. The keyboard can look like nonsense because I am not gonna draw a keyboard properly. Like, no thank you. I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that. I have mermaids to draw. Let me see. I'm gonna work on her jewelry next because I love drawing jewelry. I love jewelry. Over the past couple years, I've gotten increasingly into jewelry. But, like, for some reason, I'm, like, not super into, like, necklaces. Like, I like them. I like necklaces a lot. I wear, like, you know, I'll wear, like, simple necklaces. Like, the early 2000s necklaces, I could never get into. Even though they're cute. And I like them on other people. Wearing them is so heavy. Like, so heavy. I have crosses that I wear. And I like those a lot. I have, like, little hearts. I like my hearts. I have, like, a little glass one I bought recently that I like a lot, too. And I love bracelets and rings and stuff. But, like, I never got into, like, chunky necklaces for some reason. I like drawing them. I like drawing chunky necklaces. I have a couple necklaces that I wear, like, literally, like, every other day. I totally get that. If I wear more than one necklace, I feel overstimulated. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, I have, like, the cross you gave me that I wear, like, all the time. I have another cross that my parents gave me that I wear all the time. And then I have, like, little hearts that I'll wear. Like, I've heard people say it's, like, corny to buy yourself heart jewelry, but I think it's cute. Like, I like heart jewelry. I wear it all the time. I'm like, it's cutesy. You know? I like my hearts. I like my crosses. And then I have, like, some little ones that I made, like, with clay that I used to wear a lot. Like, they had, like, plastic beads and then, like, clay charms. And I used to wear those a lot. But I can't layer the way that the early 2000s girlies are layering their necklaces, or were layering. I guess are layering because there are people that emulate this look, right? But like, I can't do that. Which, I can't layer bracelets either. Like, I like bracelets a lot, and I will frequently wear, like, one or two. But any more than that, like, I can't. Whoop, I'm losing my light. That's not good. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Okay. It slipped out of the plug. Ah. Okay, sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. I hope no one watching is, like, light sensitive like me. That would have killed my eyes. I'm so sorry. I'm going to try to fix that so that next time, like, the light's a little more secure so it doesn't do that. Let me see. What was I rambling about? Oh yes, layering jewelry. I can't layer too many bracelets. I can only really do, like, one or two at a time. Necklaces, two is pretty much the limit too. Like, I've maxed out at two. And then let me see. Bracelets, I really wanted to get into layering because, let me tell you, as a teenager, I was obsessed with, like, Harajuku fashion and things like that. Like, I didn't get, like, into, like, the crazy side of that, but I liked seeing, like, the outfits that people would make with it, and I would definitely, like, incorporate elements of that into my style. Um, and so I was never like a hardcore like Harajuku person, but I was like obsessed with it to an extent. And all those girlies would wear like layered bracelets and like huge chunky rings and like, you know, all this crazy stuff. And it was really, really cool to see, really interesting. And I definitely incorporated a lot of that into my art from the time. But I couldn't wear like that many bracelets. Like I found if I wore that many like candy bracelets, they'd call it, like the plastic beads, like my arms would overheat. Like I don't know if that's just me, but like it was like a specific type of overstimulation where I was just like way too hot, like way too like I was like, I feel nasty. I need to get these bracelets off of me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it makes sense because if you're literally just layering plastic on your body, like it's gonna hold some heat. But I don't know. Sounds weird to say that like beads made you overheat, I guess. So I liked the look of it a lot, and I implemented as much inspiration from that as I could into my outfits at the time. And my artwork too, like I was like, oof. Like most of the time I'd leave the house with like way less accessories than I had planned on wearing because I was just like, I just feel like wearing the same hoodie again or whatever. But definitely the inspiration was there. And now I dress like a crazy maximalist, so you know, definitely, you know, it weaseled its way into my style forever. I'm gonna give her these big old earrings. Let me see. Sorry if I'm like really quiet today. Again, I'm like very distracted. But inking's been fun. This is fun. And sketching is fun too. I had a lot of fun with the sketch. What name would you give your fashion style? My fashion style is probably something between cottagecore and like fairycore. I don't know. I have like a very whimsical kind of inspiration to my stuff. I definitely like I don't dress like just one aesthetic, but I have like my own kind of blend. And it's just a mix of those things. And there's like kind of a vintage feel to it, but it's not true vintage. It's just like inspired by vintage stuff. Like there's a brand I really like that's called Scarlet Darkness on Amazon. I'm gonna guess by the name that they probably started off doing mostly gothic stuff and then saw a demand for like vintage Renaissance kind of stuff, and they moved in that direction. So a lot of my fashion inspiration comes from that mix of like Renaissance and vintage and cottagecore. And you know, I try to not force myself into like one aesthetic. Like if I like an item, then it fits my aesthetic, if that makes sense. Like that's kind of my rule. Like I'll figure out how to use it. I'll figure out what to do with it. The most important thing is that I just like the item. But yeah, that's definitely where the most inspiration for my outfits comes from, and the brand Scarlet Darkness is definitely like they have a lot of good items that I really like. I got a skirt from their brand for Christmas, and It's the first item I own from that brand. However, I've been shopping for that brand for a little while, and I really like them. If that makes sense. So they're a brand I'm keeping an eye on because I kind of want more of their items because I plan to go to the Ren Fair again this summer, and I kind of want to have like a nice outfit planned. But yeah, for as far as like a specific name, I don't know. Maybe whimsical cottage fairy. We'll call it that. That's what it is. Or like lazy cottage fairy, because definitely like there's times where I like go all out and I add accessories and stuff, but then there's also times where I don't feel like doing anything, and you know the best you're gonna get is that I'm putting on a skirt and a blouse. There's levels to it, you know? Okay. The inking's almost done. I just gotta finish this necklace here. And then I gotta take a little break to go take my meds. Okay. Gonna do my signature next. Okay. All right. Her inking is done. Let me see. I'm probably gonna pull out the paints and start with like a base coat for her. I don't know that we're gonna get everything done for sure. Like last time we did not get everything done on that other girly, which if you guys want to see the final product today, that's fine. You guys can see it today. I posted it on Instagram too, like on my story at one point. Not like in a post. So I'll show you guys briefly. This is the one we worked on last stream. She's all finished. I like that she looks like the background's, you know, a piece of cake. I think that's very cute. I like her a lot. I'm very proud of her. Maybe I'll make the background of this girly kind of look like a keyboard or something. I don't know. Maybe I'd be losing the identity of the piece if I did that. I don't know. Maybe something like Malibu Barbie feeling. I don't know. We'll see. But I need to run and take my meds really quick. I will be right back. It should take less than 2 minutes. But if you guys also need like a break, you know, like run to the restroom, run to get hydrated or hydrated. Why did I say that so weird? Get hydrated, get a snack, whatever. I'll be right back. Oh, thank you guys. I'm very proud of her and how she turned out and everything. So I'll be right back, and then we will start painting this girly. All right? See you in a sec. And we are back. I think that was more like 3 or 4 minutes, but I returned. Um, Let me see. Okay, I need to erase this sketch, and then we're going to get out those paints. I feel like her bag is not looking early 2000s, but that could just be me. I don't know. I referenced some early 2000s bags, but I wanted hers to be big enough to fit like hairspray and stuff, so I don't know if that's making it feel less early 2000s to me. The strap is also very inconsistent in width, so I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. Whenever you collage illustrations, you have a little bit of forgiveness, I think, because, oh my gosh, I forgot to draw her shoulder. What the heck? Shoulder, arm. You don't have forgiveness for that. You know, you don't have like the leeway to just not draw a shoulder. But you have some forgiveness because you can cover things up. You know, because you're collaging. So if there's a part of the painting where you messed up, conveniently placed items do work wonders. So we'll see. We'll see. I may cover a part of the strap there. I'll try to make it look organic though. Like I won't force it if it's like not gonna look right. Because I want it to look cute, you know? I'll probably have to go back in and correct some things in my ink, like before we paint. Because I always do, but also when I'm inking live, I make more mistakes, like way more mistakes. So we'll see. We'll see how things look. But they don't look too clean already. Just the fact that she was missing an entire arm, like hello, where's her arm? You know? But now she has her arm, and that's good. We're correcting the flip phone. Correcting her hair. Ugh, this hairspray bottle's a disaster. Oh my gosh. As is the perfume. Or the body spray, I should say. Yeah, we're gonna draw the other side of her smile there. That's looking a little off. Her makeup doesn't feel very early 2000s to me, but we're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let it slide. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to cover this little thing under her lip. I feel like it just doesn't suit her. I don't know. Like she doesn't have enough like structure to her face to be adding things like that. I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. But we're gonna give her some little stars on her face, I think. I think she's very cute. And then we're gonna give her like some, I don't know, like flower petal lashes. I've been doing these on a couple of mermaids over the years. These like flower lashes, you know? I like them a lot. I feel like they're very cutesy. Like, okay. I need to erase part of that. I'm sorry, I'm very like quiet. I'm very locked in on this. This is why I was just gonna sketch today, because I'm like too scattered to like hold conversation and then also ink. Okay. Here's where we're at. I'm not loving her face. I feel like this right here is like too much. Like too much. Too much definition for a girly that's very, like, she's got like a very flat face otherwise. I don't know. It just doesn't look right to me. There's nothing wrong with it. It's literally just like a little bit of definition. Like, everybody has definition on their face. But it's about what works for the painting, you know? So let me see. The other thing we need to do is completely fill in her lips. So, there we go. And then we're going to go in with acrylic marker under there, just to soften that a little bit. Like, it can still be there. It just needs to be a little bit softer. You know? I feel like that looks better. Okay. Now I feel like we're getting somewhere. She's cute. She's cute, cute, cute. Okay. So we're going to do a base coat. I don't think I'm going to make this a terribly long stream today, so it'll probably be finished up before 12. Just because I do have some blizzard prep to do. Because again, we're getting a big storm here. And I'm sorry if this stream has been very low-key, very quiet. I'm probably going to put the music back on. That way you guys have something to listen to if I go, like, dead silent again. Even if it's just soft. Let me see. No worries about it, girly. There must be something in the air because I feel super scattered too. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm like all over the place today. I'm so sorry. I've shared my scatteredness. I've shared it. I've spread it. Dark times. But yeah, that's not good. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn up the music for you guys. There we go. That's a nice vibe. Okay. Now I'm going to draw in her nails because I sketched them and then apparently erased them instead of inking them. Like, we need those. Okay, now she has nails. That's good. That always helps. We're going to put some stars on her shoulders too. And then I think we'll call it ready to paint. Because we need to just get going on this girly. Okay. I think she's looking pretty cute. I feel like I fixed all my gripes with her too. Like, I was like looking at her inking going, eh. I mean, there's still some areas that are a little weak. Where I feel like my hands must have been shaking or something. Because they're always shaky, but you know, I'm live, so it adds to it. Like, there's always an element of shakiness. I'm just always low-key scattered girl, just so much adult life stuff, you know, but what does it say? What art and drawing always helps. This is true. This is true. Art does help. I am also usually scattered. But today I feel it. I'm like, oof. Like, it's not a good feeling. Okay. Got out my big old mop brush. And we're going to mix up like a pinky tone. I'm not minding that there's a little brown on the palette. I'm like, oh, don't worry, we're going to neutralize and make it like a pink rosy color to put down. I think she's probably going to be like a tannish kind of color, maybe. We'll give her like a tan. I used like that very, very pale color on her chin, and I'm hoping I can paint over it. Okay, you know, like it doesn't have to be perfect. It just so I can give her, I kind of want that Malibu Barbie look. Like that's what I want. Because she's early 2000s and we've been talking about Barbie a lot today. So I just feel like it fits. Okay. So there's a little bit of like a repel there around the acrylic marker, but we'll fix it. We'll go over it again later. So let me give that a second. What can I do in the meantime? I could pull out the hairdryer, but I don't know that I want to put you guys through that. We'll see. Maybe in the meantime I could take like a BuzzFeed quiz or something. I don't know. It might be fun. It might be fun. Let me see. I wish I could share screen with you guys, but I don't. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna look at BuzzFeed quizzes and just see what pops up. You know? See if there's anything entertaining. I used to take these all the time as a kid. Let's see. Which one should we take? Let me look at chat, see what the chat says. Yes, yes, BuzzFeed quizzes. Okay, let me see. Let me clean off my iPad screen with my sleeve really quick because it's like dusty and I don't want to embarrass myself. Okay, but I'll try to show you guys what I'm seeing. Okay. Latest quizzes, trending ones. Let's see. You know, I feel like the Muppets one would be really funny because I am not a Muppets fan. But I also feel called to this Gen Alpha quiz. I'm not a millennial, okay? But this could be fun. This could be fun. Okay, I think we're gonna do this one first. What is an actual Gen Alpha slang term and not something I made up? Bleep bloop. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, wait. That second one I think might be inappropriate. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know what that is. Never mind. There's certain things I don't want on the channel. Oh, this one might be interesting. Okay. Choose between these 20 random things and I'll guess your initial. That might be fun. T. Okay. Sunrise or sunset. Or they have it reversed for some reason. I don't know. Let's do sunrise. I'm sorry, you guys are listening to a straight up ad right now. Like, hello? We're gonna go with sunrise because I like sunrise. Gold or silver? Gold. 1000%. I love gold. Rain or snow? Rain. I love the sound of rain. I enjoy snow too, but rain is nice. Rain is like a year-round blessing, you know? I like working when it's raining. Chocolate or chips? Chocolate. I'm sorry. I like salty snacks too. I'm sorry to the salty snack fans, but I prefer chocolate. What's this? Um, Hoodie or a blazer? Hoodie. Text or call? See, I like both. I like calls a lot, but a lot of people don't enjoy calls. A lot of people don't. Like, they're just not into them. They don't want to sit there and do nothing together. So, I don't know. I'm going to pick call because that's the truest to me. Instagram or YouTube? I like both. Why do I have to pick? Why do I have to pick? That's not cool. The music's back on for you guys. Why do I have to pick between Instagram and YouTube? That's not right. There's something in chat. Hold on, let me see. Maybe like a My Little Pony quiz or something. Oh, that'd be cute. Oh my gosh, I like that. I'll do that next because I like that idea. That's cute. Let me see. My fingerprints are all over this screen, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna choose Instagram because I spend the most time on that. Pizza or sushi? I'm gonna choose pizza. I don't know if there's actually a lot of shellfish in sushi, but I'm allergic, so I tend to stray away from seafood in general. Concert or picnic? Picnic 1000%. Okay, they got me wrong. That's entirely wrong. Okay, my name's Sabrina. Okay, no, I'm not putting my email in. You were wrong. Oh gosh. Okay. Wrong. Let's see. I'm gonna find a My Little Pony quiz. Let's see. Can I search on here? It's been a while since I've been on BuzzFeed. Forgive me. Let me see. I'm just gonna Google search. Let me see. I'll do one more and then our painting is probably ready to move on to the next step. Okay. Okay. Which My Little Pony character are you? Eat some rainbow foods to find out. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, rather than asking you a ton of boring personality questions, take this quiz to take the super fun approach of just asking you to choose your favorite treats. The catch? They're all separated by colors of the rainbow. From your favorite salty snacks and baked goods to the yummiest fruits under the sun, there's plenty of options for everyone to select from, even the pickiest eaters. With your selections in mind, our magical aura assessment skills will be put to use to choose some Pretty Little Pony. Which Pretty Little Pony is the most similar to you? Sorry guys, I don't read out loud a lot. Are you unique and unforgettable, just like Pinkie Pie, or are you self-possessed and maybe a little obsessed, Queen of Confidence, like Rainbow Dash? Maybe you're okay. Well, they're just going on and on now. For red, we have spaghetti, bolognese. It's not bologna, so what? Okay. Strawberries, lobster, cherries, minestrone, or tom yum. I'm gonna choose strawberries. I like strawberries. I like spaghetti too, though. You should make your own BuzzFeed quiz. Oh wait, let me pull up chat to read that. On my iPad. I'm struggling on my PC. You should make your own BuzzFeed quiz. Which fairy would you be with your drawings? Oh, that'd be really cute. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that in the future. That'd be really cute. See, and then orange, our next color, is mandarin oranges, salmon, Cheetos. Why is there a fork next to the Cheetos? Do you guys see that? Why is there a fork? Okay, anyway, pumpkin pie, persimmons or persimmons. I don't know how to say that. Sweet and sour pork. It's between the salmon and the pumpkin pie for me. I don't know. I like both. I crave both. I like fish a lot. I know earlier I said I avoid seafood, but I love salmon. Okay, I love salmon. I love smoked salmon. I did really like sushi and stuff before I got like my seafood allergy and everything, like shellfish allergy, I should say. I just haven't dared to try it since then, but I'm gonna say salmon because I love salmon. I love pumpkin pie too, though. And for yellow, there's fries, mangoes, corn on the cob, pineapple, omelet, and ravioli. Can I just say this is like the most random assortment? Like some of these make sense for yellow, and then some of these I'm like, is it really yellow? Like I don't know. Like mangoes, like I think of that when I think of yellow. Yeah, pineapple makes sense. Ravioli, I mean it is yellow. It's yellow. It just feels a little random. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest here. It feels a little strange. I'm gonna choose fries. I like fries. For green, they have salad, kiwi, pesto pasta, avocado toast, honeydew, and edamame. See, these all make sense for green. I feel like yellow, they were kind of forcing it a little bit, if I'm being so completely honest. Let me see. I'm gonna choose... I'm gonna choose avocado toast because I love avocado. Avocado is very good. Blue or purple? Grapes, blueberries. I'll be honest, I thought there was 2 pictures of blueberries. Like, plums. These look like grapes to me. I don't know. Bubblegum ice cream, lavender macarons, or figs. I'm gonna choose grapes. I love grapes. I'm Pinkie Pie. Oh, that kind of makes sense. But also, I feel like I'm more Fluttershy. I don't know. Like, in actuality, I feel like something between Rarity and Fluttershy. Because, I don't know. Pinkie Pie's a little too high energy for me. Oh, for heaven's sakes, another ad. Oh, goodness. Okay. I hate the ads. I hate them with a burning passion. I can't believe I got Pinkie Pie. I like Pinkie Pie, but I'm definitely like, in actual personality, I'm not Pinkie Pie. Like, I'm not. I know, like, it's a cartoon character, so it's never going to be 100%. But I feel like Pinkie Pie is a poor read. I would give my BuzzFeed quiz experience in the big 2026 a 2 stars. 2 stars. Because it's fun, but you know, like it's not what I would think of as correct. OMG, that idea is amazing. Yeah, I actually really want to do that now because it sounds really cute. Like, it just sounds like a cute, good, fun idea. You know, like, that could be a lot of fun. I don't know how people make BuzzFeed quizzes, though. Do they simply, like, make their own quiz? Or do they have guidelines to get, like, published for that? At least you didn't get Rainbow Dash, a win-win. This is true. Rainbow Dash is, like, my least favorite. My least favorite. Like, I feel like Applejack is the one that gets the most, like, flack. She gets, like, the least merch and everything. But Rainbow Dash is the one that the real My Little Pony fans know sucks. I feel like her design, like Rainbow Dash's design, sucks. I feel like her personality sucks. I feel like she's the one character in the show that I would not want to hang out with. Like, they're all selfish at certain points and they're all good friends at certain points. I'm making this sound like it's not a kid show. It's a kid show, but like, I feel like Rainbow Dash is objectively the worst friend. Either that or Twilight. Twilight was also, like, kind of mid as a friend. You know? Like, I feel like those are the 2 most selfish characters. But that's just my personal take. Like, I feel like I would really want to be friends with Applejack. And I would really want to be friends with Rarity and Fluttershy especially. And, like, Although Fluttershy was not always like honest about what she thought and everything because she was so shy. I don't know. Twilight would be like a really honest friend, so I would want to be friends with her too. But Rainbow Dash, I don't know. She's just a little too much for me. I don't know. I don't know about BuzzFeed, but I remember making quizzes on Quotev as a teen. Oh my gosh, why was I struggling so much with that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to try because that could be a really fun experience. Like just really cute, you know. Plus, I think as a kid I would have absolutely like devoured like a which fairy are you kind of quiz. Like I would have loved that. We're just gonna put down some base colors here. We're gonna end in a couple minutes here, but I just wanted to get us into the part of the painting that's like, you know, starting to get like a little more colorful and stuff. So you guys can kind of see a little bit more of what I'm planning for this girly. I would stream longer, but I do have to prep for this snowstorm. I have some things done, and my family's done way more than I have. Like they've got water and everything. I did order bottled water, so I have bottled water for myself, my guineas, my family if they need extra and everything. But like as far as like actual preparations, like I need to do some more. I need to make sure I have enough extra fleece for my ladies, my guinea pigs, just in case we lose power, which would be very scary. I would not want to lose power. I mean, it's happened before, you know, like we've survived before. But my guineas are little old ladies now, and I don't want them to be cold. They refuse to burrow. They're just, the one, bless her heart, she's just not that bright. So, like, if I show her where to burrow, she'll burrow. But I have witnessed her getting stuck under fleece before. Like, I've witnessed her burrow under it when I show her, and then she'll turn around and try to get out, and she'll step on the edge of the fleece. So it'll be like folded under her. Like this will be her. The fleece is over her. Okay, this side's the entrance. She'll go to like she'll be turned around. She'll try to walk into it and step on the edge, and then she'll start crying for help. And I'm like, girl. Like so now I'm like you can't burrow. I'm not gonna show you anymore how to burrow because you just get stuck. Like. She also got stuck in a paper bag one time, which is just very embarrassing. Like, to be so for real, that's just embarrassing. Because how are you going to be a guinea pig who loves burrowing, like, guinea pigs adore burrowing and stuff, and then get stuck in a paper bag? Like, it could not be easier for you to just turn around and get out. Like, so... for her, keeping her warm is kind of a challenge because she's just not that bright. So the other one I'm like, she'll be okay. She'll burrow. She knows how to burrow. She knows how to lift up hide houses to get underneath. But the other one, let me make it clear, I love them both equally. But some of them are just not that smart. And the one, Miss Myrtle, she was the one that had the URI recently. Like, she had the illness and then, like, the bloat and everything. She's the one that can't burrow. Like, she's the one that's just not smart enough to figure it out, unfortunately. So, my one guinea used to burrow in his own hay and sleep on top of his hay basket. And my other would never burrow at all. See, that's very accurate. Like Miss Millie, the one that can burrow, she loves to be in her hay to the point that she's had like hay pokes at multiple points. Myrtle's had a couple hay pokes too, just because they're both kind of, I don't know, all over the hay and everything. No matter how much I smooth it out, they kind of ruffle it up. But Millie loves to like sit in her hay, to the point at one point in time I had to fill like a paper bag with hay for her to sit in because I was worried she was going to get a hay poke again because she had just had one basically, and I was like, in order to protect you, I guess I have to, give you something so that you don't burrow into the hay, but you still feel like you're nestled in your food. But obviously I couldn't keep up with that because Myrtle she gets stuck. She's like, I don't know. I've seen her, to be like as clear as possible with how much she struggles. Okay. They have these little pet beds, right? That I flip upside down so that they can go underneath them for more warmth. So they're like a traditional dog bed, just flipped upside down so that they can wear it like a big old turtle shell. And they've both done this for years. This is the only form of burrowing that Myrtle can do. Okay? But I've seen Myrtle then sit on top of that flipped upside down bed. I've seen her do it. And I'm like, that can't be comfortable. That's the side of the bed that's like not soft. Like that's the side that's supposed to be the bottom, but I have it flipped over so that they can go underneath it and be warm. So I'm like, Miss Myrtle, what are we doing here? Like, you know how to burrow underneath it. You don't. And like Millie can do both. And I've seen her like flip the bed around. Like I've seen her flip it onto its side so that it holds her like a shell pasta. I don't know if that makes sense. Like one of those, it almost looks like when it's flipped on its side, like one of those shell pasta noodles. And so she'll sit in it like that. I've seen her flip it all the way over so that she can sit like in the way that it's made to be like seated, like a traditional dog bed. And then I've seen her completely flip it upside down so that she can go under like a turtle shell again. Like she knows what's up, but Miss Myrtle is just not keeping up, I fear. And so it's during times like these where the power is going to maybe go out that I'm worried about her, because I'm like, Miss Girl is just not that inventive as far as like getting herself to a space that's warm, in the cage. Like there's plenty there that can keep them warm. She just has to seek it out. She has to move to it, like she can't just sit out in the open. Like I'm like, and they have hide houses too. They have hide houses, like not the turtle beds that I call them, not the turtle beds, right? But like actual houses. I've seen her crush those to sleep on top of them too. So, I mean, I've tried everything. I usually stick to the turtle beds because I'm like, at least those I can replace easily. The actual like houses, I feel like they break down so quickly and they're like $20 a piece, whereas the turtle beds I can get for like $6 each. And so I'm like, okay, have fun, destroy them, like do whatever. I'm less distraught when they come out of the washing machine looking like a wreck or something. But yeah, that's that. So that's part of the prep, is making sure I have enough that I can spread out an extra layer of fleece around the pen so that at least there's like some cushioning that will help them hold some heat, and I can spread some more fleece over the cage too. Like, I don't know. But that's my ramble about that. And that's why it was so stressful when Myrtle got the URI, on top of the fact that, URIs are serious and scary for guinea pigs, but also because she's just not that bright. If I put out an extra hide house for her and I'm like, look, see, there's extra places to lay, like you can lay in a hide house, and there's already more than enough. There's already 3 hide houses in the cage at all times for them to sleep in. And so if I'm putting in like a fourth one, I'm like trying to encourage her to be under like a hide house or in a hide house at all times. For her to ignore that is just, I mean, just very annoying. Oop, I'm losing my light again. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It's the extension cord. Like, it's not very secure. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's so annoying. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think we're going to leave off here now that we're having technical difficulties and everything. If you are somewhere that's affected by the upcoming blizzard, please take it seriously and prepare, but don't panic, obviously. Because I do think we're supposed to get quite a bit of snow, at least here in New England. So I wish you all luck. I wish you all a warm and restful weekend. Thank you for painting with me. Thank you for sketching and drawing with me. I had a lot of fun. This is such like a fun thing for me to do every Sunday. I really enjoyed chatting with you all, and I hope you all enjoyed watching too. I'm sorry this one was a little bit lower energy, but I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. I hope you all are having a very excellent, restful weekend, and I will try to stream again next week. I think, again, we're through probably the worst of the winter at this point, so we can probably count on getting streams every week. As long as we don't get like, you know, like a snowstorm starting early or something, then we should be okay. But thank you guys so much again for joining me. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming. I really appreciate it, guys. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.